What is going on, ADA Nation? Welcome to the Dapp Central YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to break down some of the latest developments going on within the Cardano ecosystem. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, the first thing we're going to be talking about is going to be Cardano development, in which we'll review the weekly Cardano development report. We're also going to touch on unique account growth across the top dApps in the ecosystem. Now, following that, I want to chat a little bit about BTC and Ethereum and the fact that over the course of the past few days, we've seen some dormant accounts beginning to have more activity. After that, I want to talk about NMKR or NMKR and some features that they currently support, as well as the SparkLab, which is going to be a curated Cardano and crypto content platform, which is going to be having their whitelist or their NFT mint coming up very, very soon. In closing up today's video, I want to chat about Mayz protocol and JPG.store adopting a brand new XP feature for interacting with the marketplace. Now, you're not going to want to miss that particular update. And so without taking up any time, let's go ahead and just jump straight into our very first story here for today, which is going to be surrounding the Cardano weekly development report. So as it stands right now, we have more than 124 projects currently launched on Cardano, 1,200 builders, 8.15 million tokens, 71,000 token policies, almost 8,000 different Plutus scripts, and over 65 million total transactions. In terms of Plutus V2 scripts, we have a total of 20 additional since the last report update that came out last Friday. Now, if you guys are not aware, we also saw a recent release of the Mayz wallet, as well as a Hydra head being turned on here over the course of the past few weeks when it comes to general Cardano development updates. So pretty solid update there. But again, I don't want to spend too much time there. Next, I want to move into unique account growth on the network. And so what I want to touch on here are going to be some of the fastest growing dApps here over the course, I believe, the last 5 or so days, given recent activity by new users. So coming in at number 1, we have the JED stablecoin, which has a unique account growth of 131 accounts. Now, the column on the right-hand side there, which states, I think, 5 days, is a little bit hard to understand. So I'm not really going to touch on that there. I'm just going to focus on the unique accounts, which is the third column listed here. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Fluid Tokens with 349 new accounts or unique accounts that have interacted with the dApp. Now, this particular platform just released an update here for flash loan support, as well as the support for JED, Shen, and a few other collateral assets on their protocol. So again, they're allowing people to tap into the liquidity that their NFTs hold. And the fact that they now have more accounts drawing to the platform, I think is directly related to some of these new features coming online. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to check out my prior Cardano Scoop updates where I touch on some of their flash loan features and exactly what new collateral assets or tokens can be used on the protocol. Following that, we have Genius Yield, which is going to be a DEX building on Cardano. Now, there was also some news surrounding Genius Yield, which I personally believe is contributing to this unique account growth. And so over the course of the past few days, they recently announced that the new net token is going to be adopted as a staking token that you can stake directly on their DEX. If you do this, you can earn, I believe it's going to be a 6% APY on your locked assets on the protocol. This now grows their list to 3 tokens that you can now go ahead and actually participate when it comes to staking using the Genius DEX. So you can lock up the Gens tokens with their NFTs, the NMKR token with their NFTs, and then the new net token, which I don't believe actually has any NFTs to go along with it. Coming in at number 4, we've got a marketplace, which is going to be Flipper.io with 378 new accounts or unique accounts interacting with their dApp. Following that, we've got Debt Pixels, and then we've got the Wing Riders DEX. Shout out to this team. They just released a pro swap feature as well as celebrated their 1-year anniversary over the course of the last few weeks. After that, we've got Meld, which is going to be a DeFi lending and borrowing protocol with a total of 1.5 thousand unique accounts interacting with the platform, followed by 18,000 accounts, which is going to be the largest amount that we have here for the MinSwap AMM style DEX. Now, MinSwap is going to be the top dApp right now when it comes to TVL on Cardano. And it does not surprise me personally to see the fact that they have the most unique accounts interacting with their platform. Following that, we've got Sunday Swap, which just released their V2 version of their testnet. So if you guys have been following Sunday Swap here. They were one of the first AMM style protocols, or in terms of DEXs at least, launching on Cardano. And they had a very simple user interface similar to what we saw with Uniswap. Over the course of the last week or so, they just released their V2 version of their protocol, which has a much more professional and a much thorough user interface than before. So make sure to go ahead and check those out. Very lastly, we've got Liquid Finance with 1,500 accounts interacting with the protocol, and they just released their March LQ rewards. They've also been adding additional features and retweaking some of their UI, given the fact that they've recently launched here at the beginning of February. In closing, they do have a TVL now, which is above $11 million, and they continue to grow alongside Wing Riders, Indigo Protocol, and the Min Swap Protocol. So again here, pretty solid update when it comes to the unique accounts interacting with some of these top dApps in the Cardano ecosystem. Moving over here, we're going to wrap up there the segment talking about Cardano development. What I want to talk about next are going to be some brief updates surrounding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, when it comes to my Bitcoin story here for today, I just wanted to highlight that Watcher Guru just posted that a Bitcoin wallet holding more than 1,000 Bitcoins worth $27 million right now has been activated after 12 years. This means that somebody has been holding onto this wallet very diligently here over the course of the last 12 years. And at the height of the last bull run, this wallet would have been worth over $69 million. Now, if they invested into Bitcoin 12 years ago, that would put that investment at around the 2011 timeline, at which point Bitcoin may have been trading for anywhere between $0 to $10. So they definitely did not invest anywhere near as much as the wallet is worth now. And this really just kind of highlights the power of investing in crypto and hodling for multiple cycles. And so that is definitely my plan here, is to continue to accumulate some of these tokens, which include Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, as well as some altcoins within the Cardano ecosystem for the long term. That doesn't mean that you can't make money or opportunities within the shorter term, but this really goes to show that if you're here for the long term, these assets will continue to appreciate, and we are extremely early when it comes to the cycle of adoption. Now, if I jump over here and I want to just quickly touch on this, we now have a continuous rise when it comes to the number of Bitcoin addresses. Right now, as the Bitcoin price kind of tumbles down a little bit from our recent high of about $31,000 or $32,000 over the course of the early part of April, we are now seeing over 1.1 billion, that's correct, 1.1 billion addresses when it comes to the Bitcoin wallet. So this continues to just move up and to the right as more and more people find out about self-sovereignty and the ability and the opportunity, I should also say, that Bitcoin is really bringing to the masses. So just wanted to highlight that there when it comes to Bitcoin. I also want to touch on a very similar story here for Ethereum. So again, this is going to be from Watcher Guru, and it states here, an Ethereum ICO participant executes a transaction for the first time in 7.7 years. And at the time that they received this Ethereum, the price of Ethereum was at 31 cents. Right now, as I shoot this video, Ethereum is trading at around $1,600 to $1,700. So again, really showing the amount of appreciation that's taken place in a very short term. I'm not aware of any stocks or any other asset, whether that be gold or even silver, providing these kinds of returns on such a short time span. Now, 7 years is not really that short, but if you compare that to how long these other traditional assets have been out, it is relatively short. Bitcoin is only about 13 to 14 years old. Ethereum, not that much older, or younger, I should say. And then we've got Cardano, which is even younger than both of those platforms at about 4 or 5 years old. So another example here of somebody who has an investment which has outperformed for multiple asset classes combined. And so the value was from about $733 to $4.6 million in 2,800 days. Again, I'm not sure of any other asset class or any other vehicle that can perform as well as we've seen with crypto. And so just want to highlight that there as well, really briefly touching on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, if I move along, I want to talk to you guys about NMKR or NMKR, which I've been covering here pretty frequently over the course of the last week. And so what I wanted to highlight here very quickly is the fact that NMKR not only supports minting for NFT collections, but they also support minting for regular Cardano tokens or fungible tokens. So it states here, wondering how to mint a fungible token on Cardano, then head over to the NMKR docs. They also integrated AI onto their platform here for their documentation, which I covered as a part of my prior updates. Moving into the actual main update that I want to touch on here, they now have the ability to burn NFTs as well. So if you hold a collection that you've minted on NMKR, you can now go ahead and actually burn any of the NFTs if you have excess, or if maybe something was minted inaccurately or incorrectly. So it states here, made a mistake on one of your NFTs and you want to take some NFTs out of circulation, whatever the reason may be, you can now easily send your NFTs to the graveyard. So again, pretty cool updates here, allowing for people to interact with their platform very quickly. Not only can you spin up a collection very easily, which I've done here on their pre-prod studio, you can also whitelist, you can now burn and basically manage all the royalties and fees associated with your collection directly from within the NMKR platform. Again, pretty short and sweet update there when it comes to that particular platform. Next, I want to touch on the SparkLab, which is going to be a curated platform for Cardano and crypto content. Now, this is being launched by Blake CNFT, which is another creator within this particular ecosystem, focusing on Cardano NFTs. So it states here, still bullish in the bear. May 1st begins a new era of crypto and NFT video content. Are you guys ready for this to go down? So the platform actually launched in the middle of April, and I'm actually one of the featured content creators on the platform. We have the likes of Atlantic. We've also got Cardano Thor. We've got Late Game Crypto. We've got Blake himself and a few other Cardano content creators on the platform. Now, in order to get access to the platform, they're going to be offering a $7.99 subscription, as well as if you have one of the NFTs that'll be minting here, you'll actually get lifetime access to the platform. So as a part of this particular mint coming up on May 1st, we're going to see a total of 250 NFTs going up for sale, with May 1st being ready for whitelist holders. And on May 2nd, we're going to see a auction here for the main public. Again, that's going to be 250 NFTs with the price of 450 ADA. If you guys want to find out more about this particular platform, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to it down in the comment section below. Now we're going to be wrapping up here. We've got two more stories that I briefly want to touch on. So next, I want to touch on Mayz Protocol, which is going to be a platform offering index funds or a basket of funds to invest in when it comes to the Cardano community. So it reads here, we are delighted to announce our collaboration in token swap with the Muesli Swap team. The milk tokens will be used in our first index, as well as the Mayz delivered to Muesli Swap will be a part of the first liquidity pool. Now, this will be after the launch of their MVP. So they're currently building out their protocol right now. And it looks like as a part of this collaboration, not only will you be able to use or purchase funds, which include the milk token, they'll also be delivering liquidity to the Muesli Swap protocol in order to facilitate trading. Now, if I jump into their second partnership announcement here, this is going to be surrounding a partnership agreement with Transaction Pipe Tools. So it says another bit of great news, our partnership with TX Pipe Tools to use D-Meter as the backend and infrastructure solution is going to be a significant milestone in advancing our protocol. This will enhance our performance, scalability, and security. Now, I recently met with Diego and we're going to be chatting a little bit more here over the course of the next few weeks, and I'll be doing my best here to provide you guys additional updates surrounding the Mayz protocol. If you guys want to find out more about them, I will leave the link to their protocol or their website down in the description below. As I mentioned, they're currently building right now. They've got some upcoming updates to their website, and they should be launching some of their MVPs over the course of the next few months, I believe around the August timeline. That is going to take us all the way up to our very last update here surrounding JPG.store and the fact that we're now going to have the ability to complete challenges for experience on their platform. So JPEG continues to push the bar higher when it comes to NFTs and marketplaces. Now, I would be highly surprised if you guys have not heard of JPG.store, given the fact that they're one of the largest marketplaces on Cardano with over 95% of the current market share. In terms of competitors, we have Flipper.io and Plutus.art, which are both up and coming. Now, it states here you can now go ahead and get ready for challenges for XP. You'll be able to climb the leaderboards, claim rewards, and JPEG, which is going to be their token, will be claimable with XP at the end of each season. Now they're going to be providing more information on seasons and the JPEG store token coming soon. In closing, I want to highlight here that for everybody asking, this is going to be in addition to the rewards that they're going to be providing to everybody who has already collaborated or interacted with the JPG.store marketplace. So even if you don't go ahead and participate with this or in this once it comes out, if you have made NFT trades or purchases on the JPG.store marketplace, once the airdrop goes live, given that they can review exactly what accounts have interacted with their platform, they'll be rewarding users for their past experience and their past interactions. Now, if you want to continue to interact with the platform moving forward, you'll be able to take advantage of this leaderboard updates as well as the challenges feature. So without taking up too much time here, I'm going to blow this up and I'm going to roll this video here for you guys to get an idea of what we can expect. So here we've got a quick look here at their weekly challenges. We've got somebody purchasing 2 NFTs there and completing a challenge. We've got some challenges for purchasing NFTs, listing NFTs, and so forth. And then here we can see exactly how much XP has been earned by a particular user and exactly where they rank within the leaderboards. So again, here, this particular team really pushing the space forward. They seem to really be on top of some of these features. And this is a feature that I've also seen actually on Plutus.art, which launched not too long ago. So I'm sure they're looking around and they're figuring out, what exactly are other people doing? What can they do better to improve the platform? But this is going to be a feature that I'm definitely going to be looking forward to in the near future. So as we get the release of the JPG.store token and as this particular feature comes online, you guys already know the deal. I'll be providing you guys additional video updates. That is going to take us through today's Cardano Scoop update, in which we've covered Cardano development updates, Bitcoin and Ethereum news, NMKR and some of their features, the SparkLab launching their NFT Mint over the course of the next week. We've talked about the Mayz protocol, and then we just wrapped up there by highlighting the JPG.store Leaderboards feature coming online. If you guys found today's update to be helpful or insightful in any way, shape, or form, I would really appreciate it if you guys could tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by the channel and you want more content just like this, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions for me surrounding any of the topics that we've talked about today, then make sure to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.